Hello, guys. I am live. I thank God for that. Each time I go live is always as in I always have, I don't know, there's a kind of feeling that comes with it. So how are you doing, guys? I hope you guys are doing well and wonderful. Whatever you may be, just stay calm, stay safe. It's not so many things are changing in today's world. So many things that we need to do, we need to put in place. The world is really changing, just in our own eyes. And it's unfortunate that some people haven't really maybe thought about it, or some people have refused to believe that, oh, things are changing. All right. So I just pray that whatever, whatever it is, God will see us through. God will help us, okay, in everything that we do. So how are you guys doing? I hope you are good. How is your faith in Christ? So it's just like to say hi. And of course, according to the title I have, analyzing Donald Trump's speech. I'm so excited that this man actually became the 47th president of the United States. Initially, the very first time, his very first time, okay, of being the president. I remember I was always, watching every campaign, every program, as regards the elections and all of that. Him and Hillary Clinton, yeah. So initially I thought, because of the makeup of this man, because of the way he speaks, and him being I think he was coming into politics for the first time. So, he wasn't that diplomatic in his speech. He would just talk and all of that. So everybody believed that, oh, this man cannot win. But I don't want to say unfortunately, God surprised everybody. In fact, I watched that clip where, Clinton's supporters were crying. They were really sad that Donald Trump won. I was shocked. I couldn't cry because for me, I wanted Clinton to win. I don't know why, but I am not an American. I don't live there, but I was always watching. In fact, I knew everything about the election, at least so far so good. The ones that were released for the whole world to see, I was always watching CNN just to know, what was going on, the update and all of that. But shockingly, it was another story. But we thank God, and right now Donald Trump is back. So yesterday it was, the inauguration ceremony was done, and I watched it. Even though I was busy, I was in the kitchen cooking and watching. I would just run to the kitchen, run back to the TV like that. So I couldn't really watch like that, but I actually recorded it. It's on my TV storage. So I'm sure after this video I would go and watch. I am supposed to, well, have watched even before doing this video, because I haven't watched since yesterday. Aside the little I was able to watch, even as I was busy doing one or two things. So, and of course, that's why I am doing this video, just to try to pick out one or two points that he raised in his speech. I was able to grab one or two lessons, from, or learn, well, should I say lessons? Yeah, from his speech. Okay. Because Donald Trump is a rich man. Yeah, there's no doubt. Right from, he was born into money. And we thank God for his life, that now he knows God and is doing very well. So, and of course, for me, being an introvert, I like listening to people that are, that are doing great things. So that would actually ginger me, and like stir up something within me, because it's not everybody that would have that kind of vibe that Donald has. And I thank God that he's doing it for good. Yeah, yeah. So yesterday I was listening to him, and about 2 points that really caught my attention as he was speaking. In fact, this morning my daughter was just like, mommy, I was watching you the way you were, like screaming and all of that as he was talking, as Donald was talking, because it kind of touched my heart, as in my innermost heart. And of course, I could resonate with it in a way. It was as if, well, I wouldn't say it was as if it was speaking to me, but at the same time, one way or the other, we need to like learn one or two things or lessons from whatever is going on around us, even on TV. Yeah. So yesterday he was talking about him, that he would, of course, be available to do the unthinkable, the impossible. Yeah. And I was like, yeah. I don't want to say, oh, as a child of God, as an individual, you should be able to like tell yourself that, oh, you can do it. Like in my last video, I posted a video, about a day or 2 days ago, about you can go and watch it. It's 2025 guide, things you need to know and all of that. That this year, don't allow anyone to just tell you you can't do it. This is not possible. I don't like that kind of talk anymore. Before, I didn't see anything wrong in that. Oh, you can't do it. No problem. If you say I can't do it, no wala. But right now, it's a bit heavy for me to digest, and I won't even accept it. Not to talk of like allowing it to affect me in a way. You understand? So don't allow anyone to tell you this can't be possible. Yesterday as I was listening to Donald Trump, I was like, wow, this is huge. He said the impossible is what Americans like to do. And he likes to do the impossible. In fact, when you tell him, or when somebody echoes, oh, this thing can't be possible, that is where he gets his strength from. Oh, you're telling me this can't be possible. All right, now, let's wait and see. Then he tries everything he can to ensure that thing actually becomes possible. In fact, I am happy that I am doing this video, sincerely speaking. Even before, years back, I never knew. If somebody had told me that I would be making a video like this, I would be talking to people, as in doing a video, talk less of a live video. I never believed this can be me, sincerely speaking, because even when I was in school, in the higher institution, I grew up with that this thing can't be possible. I grew up with fear, you know. The family that I grew up in, it was a very, I can't say a bad family. I can't say God has helped us, you know, but at the same time, there was a kind of disconnect. There was a kind of, the foundation was very faulty, sincerely speaking, and you know, it's a kind of dysfunctional in a way. So, and when the family is like that, so many things go wrong. And the problem is that even the parents are not aware of this. They just feel that, oh, once you're a Christian, things will just fall into place. Your children will just start behaving well. Even though you are not teaching them morals, you are not teaching them good values, they will just be, oh, I'm a Christian. Like the song we usually sing in church. God gave us Christian homes, homes that whatever. Do you know that song, the last time I sang, I'm a chorister in my church, and I was one of the backup singers, you know, for that particular hymn. Inside me, I was just like, you know, forget. I grew up in a Christian home. So is it all about a Christian home with no godly values, with no morals, with nothing to even show that, yes, this person is actually a Christian? You can be a Christian by, of course, by birth. You grew up as a Christian, but you have no relationship, no clue, okay, about even having a relationship with God. Anyway, that aside, the man was speaking yesterday and was saying that there is nothing that is, or that's, how did he put it? He said Americans like the impossible. That we will make sure we do the unthinkable. I don't know if I'm really quoting him well, but the impossible, you know, that word actually touched me. That there is nothing that you want to do, that you put your hearts, I hope, okay, that you put your hearts and mind on, and you are just passionate about it, that you will not be able to achieve. He was saying that, and I just found myself nodding my head. I said, wow, yeah, right on. I was enjoying his speech. And that was the main thing that really touched my heart yesterday. And I began to tell myself within me, and you know, that I'm going to do great things, okay? I am not too old to do great things, okay? Some will say, oh, since I'm 40 or I'm 50, that's the end. You know, I won't be able to own a business or do something. Like, how many years do I need to live and all of that? Please, do not think about that. All you need to do is to focus on that which God has put in your heart, or probably mind. I hope I'm making sense. The purpose, or what you have passion for. Because, you know, some people do not even know what they want. But just sit down one day, you know, in your house, you alone, take a pen and paper and begin to write the things that you have passion for. You know, even for preaching alone, some make money. So, you know, for writing a story for people, some make money through that. So just sit down and think, and just begin to write some things down as it's, you know, dropping in your heart. Be writing them down. Be asking yourself, what do I like to do? What do I enjoy doing? Do you understand? Okay, so that was what's one of the things that really, really that has helped me, in my sewing journey, even though I am not really there yet, but I know that very soon is the testimony is going to come. Is going to come. So yesterday I enjoyed the speech, and also one of the things I also, grabbed as he was talking yesterday. I mean, the new president of the United States, he was, assuring his people that things are going to be better again. And what does that mean for some people? You see, a friend of mine, I was just talking to, she was confused, that was, I think, towards the end of last year. She's very, she's really young, though she's married and has children, but I never knew she was going through so much in her mind. She was so confused on the skill to acquire, what to do about her life, the business to, lay her hands on, and all of that. So I never knew anything. She didn't discuss anything with me. So, and we were together in the church. So I don't know what happened. I was the one that called her, or she called me, and we just got talking. And as we were talking, at times when you talk, just one thing will lead to another, and you start changing the topics gradually, like that. And I just found myself, I just realized I had already started advising her, talking to her, trying to give her the list of the things that she could do, trying to find out what she is passionate about, what she likes to do, what she enjoys doing, that, I realized I had already started questioning her, trying to find out what she wants as an individual, as a mother, how she can, God, do you know, I never knew that I was really helping her sort out some things, So as we were rounding up, she was just thanking me. She said, Sister Debbie, thank God I called you today. Thank God I did this today. So what am I saying? You may be that kind of person, that likes to encourage people. You may not have money, you may not have money, you may not, like somebody said in the Bible, silver and gold I do not have, but what I have, I will give you. So you may not have silver, you may not have gold, you may not have dollars, you may not have pounds sterling, you may not have naira, you may not have millions, but you have something that you can, you have a good seed. Okay, you have a good seed that you can actually sow in form of an advice, in form of an encouragement. See, somebody said, somebody very, very close to me was talking to me one day, and he told me, I don't encourage people. I don't encourage people. So see what that told me, the meaning or how I interpreted that statement from that person is that you think it is only money I need. I don't need to be encouraged. Is that what you mean? Okay, what if your money is not doing anything for me? You may give me money, of course I will spend it. I can use it to buy biscuits, clothes, or whatever. But once I use it to buy something or I spend it, that's the end. I might even forget that, somebody has gifted me money. But the advice, the encouragement you give me helps me, stays with me, push me to be able to do some things. I may be a fearful person. Oh, I like, I could be afraid to venture in a particular business. Why? Because probably fear of failure. Like, I don't want to, like people now, some people, they don't want to fail. So they would rather not take an action. They would rather not do any business because they feel that, oh, once they start this business, it is likely they fail. So they prefer to just sit down and, do their usual thing. They don't want to take risk. It could be the words of your mouth that would help me figure out so many things going through my mind, trying to choose a particular niche for my business. Oh, I'm a fashion designer and I don't really like bespoke. Or, okay, I could have been doing bespoke and I can do ready to wear as well, and I'm just doing bespoke. And inside me, I feel that this ready to wear is better. I get confused and I begin to do everything together. Do this one, do that one, do that one. Not knowing that just choosing a niche, having a niche is very key in your business. Some people just want to hear that. And that lady, I was talking to her and she was so happy. After the discussion, after of course, our conversation, she was so happy. She told me specifically that as I was talking, she was having that, light feeling in her heart, as if something heavy has been removed, from her, that for years she's been confused on what to do. Did I know she was feeling that way? Did I know what she was going through emotionally? No. And that was what I caught from what Donald Trump was saying. He was encouraging his people. In fact, he made a promise yesterday that he is going to bring down prices of goods and services, prices of energy. Prices must go down. Who doesn't want that? Who does not want that? In Nigeria, prices have been going up since last year, since June last year, 2024. Things have changed. Yesterday was the inauguration. In Nigeria, we had our own inauguration. And that evening, the evening of that same day, things changed. Price of fuel went high, very, very high. I think we were buying fuel for maybe 185 or 200 or whatever then. And on that inauguration day, the evening of that day, the prices, came up to like 600 naira or 650 or so, from just 200 naira, just on one day. In one day, there was that kind of change. And yesterday, I saw as Donald was talking, he was talking to his people, and people stood up. They were really happy. They were nodding their heads and were like, oh yes, this is what we want. Who does not like low prices? Who does not like prices to go down? Everybody likes that. I have like 1,000 naira and I'm able to buy so much with it. Who doesn't like that? Who doesn't like that? So this is what we need, this so much. We need a leader in Nigeria who knows what he's doing, who is ready to, you see, the reason I love Donald Trump, and I'm praying that God should give me that, I just want to be smart in whatever you're doing. I want to be smart in whatever I'm doing. And of course, I want to know what to do. This is what I want, and this is what I am going after. This is what I want, and we must achieve it today, tomorrow, next week, in 1 week, we must put this in place. I think this is the kind of vibe that I really appreciate in him. So he assured Americans, he said the country is going to be big again, is going to be strong again, and he said America must not forget God. And that is what I love the most. He said that God spared his life. Of course, I know everybody, you should remember what happened to him last year, that he was almost killed. He was almost, assassinated, So, and God saved him. And he knew that God saved his life for a purpose. And that purpose, by the grace of God, is going to achieve it. Okay? A country that's a country like America must not forget God. As I was watching yesterday, I was just talking, I said, God. So this country is blessed. The people that drafted the constitution, brought the constitution together, they were men of God. They were good people. And thank God, America is great. America is the first in the world. He's the first in the world. And I pray that we will be impacted positively by this, sincerely, because I know so many things are going to change in the world in this era, in this regime of Donald Trump. So many things will change. Yesterday I was talking to my husband. I said, the people anyway, let me not say that here, but I just want to believe so many things will change. And I pray that God will help us, as we align ourselves, as we follow God, as we do things, do things right in our country, in this country. God will help us and will give us wisdom on how to go about it. And also God will touch the heart of our leaders, because I know that the Americans, they love their country. And it is very, very good that any president or any person that is coming into that position has the interest of his people at heart. Very, very important. And that is what I saw in his face, or on his face yesterday, and of course on the people that were present in that inauguration event. I was so happy that I was able to watch and listen, and happy, at the same time. So I'm going to go over it again. I'm going to watch and try to bring out one or two things, from it, at least the little I was able to listen to. I'm talking about it, and I pray that God will continue to help us in this country. Sincerely speaking, Nigeria needs revival. And I'm so happy that even though Biden and Donald, they are not that, they are just two different people. But at the same time, the Constitution has to be obeyed. The Constitution is key for them. So, that is what we need in this country. Let's respect our Constitution. Let's respect one another. Let's appreciate one another. You cannot, what you put in is what you get. If you invest the bitterness in people, it's just like in a couple. The husband is always angry, always against whatever the wife is saying. You can't expect the wife to always be laughing, even though she's laughing. deep within her, she's not happy. And the same goes for the wife or probably the husband as well. So let's try to appreciate one another. Let's try to welcome ideas. Even though you may not be in full support, but at least let's just welcome ideas from other people, welcome other people's opinions, appreciate one another. There's a song that says, "Appreciate me when I still there alive." I don't know the song because when I live this life, you go there. I don't know the song, but I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. When we are still alive, we can still see one another, talk to one another. Let's try to like appreciate one another, help one another. Don't wait until the person dies and you start saying, when he or she was alive, she did this for me. Stop that. Stop that. I don't like that. So that's the little I have for you guys today. I hope this will help somebody out there to keep pushing, to not give up on your dreams, and don't allow negative talks around you. Don't make anybody, don't let anybody make you feel, less of yourself, or tell you can't do or you can't achieve success or whatever. You understand? Everything negative, put it behind you. It's not for you. It's not for me. Okay? So, thank you so much for watching. And of course, I will be seeing you in my next video. So, bye. Take care.